So sex means you need not feel shy. It is part of our life. Without sexual life, there is no reproduction. Without reproduction, there will be no human beings at all. Can we survive without reproduction? So, 8 and 10 also. Have you seen that chapter? Has the madam taught you that chapter? Not yet. In 8, they have completed that? Okay. Sexual Health Day. I am going to talk to you regarding the importance of this day. I am not going to the details of sexual health today. I am going to just tell you why the WHO, World Health Organization, has called upon all of us, all those who are in the field of medicine, surgery, various types of medical, that is Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, homeopathy, and all the paramedical people, the nurses, the technicians, lab technicians, microbiologists, all these people to start educating the people in general, particularly the students, that too particularly the students of high school. Do you know why it is important to teach the high school students? Because this is the age in which you are going to be transformed from childhood to adulthood. What is that stage of transformation is called as? Yes, excellent, very nice. So this age is the most precious age in the life of the human being. It's going to be transformed into an adulthood. And this is the stage where you start learning how to reproduce the children. Without reproducing the children, there will be no existence of human beings. That's why it's important. And that's why we should know what sexual health is, why it is important to know. Because if you don't know what sexual health is, you may land up in problems. We don't want to land up in problems. That's why the WHO has said that teach the adolescents, teach the teenagers, teach the tender age young men and women, so that they will become responsible citizens tomorrow. Sex education, that is educating the people, particularly the children of this age, is the most controversial topic over which a lot of debates are happening. Same thing if I had told about 20 years back that I am going to teach sex education in the school, people would have thrown stones over me. They would have thought that, oh, he is going to teach how to do intercourse to the students. What, this man? Where is he ending up? The students will be spoiled. They will become nuts tomorrow. So this is what the people were educated and sophisticated and richest country in the world. And they teach sex education right from the primary school. And in the Norway, there are no rapes reported, no teenage pregnancy, no molestations reported, because the children have become responsible citizens. They know their boundaries. They know whom to touch, whom not to touch, what to do and what not to do. That is the exact aim of this education. People frown upon the idea of introducing sex education in schools and students to indulge in sexual activities. Usually they think that if we teach, the students will engage. Absolutely no. Once you know what it is, you know the limitations, you know when to do and when not to do. If you don't know, you start exploring. Anything which is hidden, that creates curiosity. And that curiosity leads to a lot of problems. Once you know what it is, you will not have anything to do with that one. Because you know it. Anything hidden, people want to peep in. If it is shown, the people don't see. So, because we are trying to hide certain things, because we are hiding certain biological nature of our own body, different organs, that creates a lot of confusions in the later on life. The sex people, you are very lucky people because you are in the CBSE, and in your own science book, I read the chapters. There is reproduction and sexual health. 2 chapters are there in the 8th class. as well as in the 10th class. That is described in detail what all I am going to tell you. So in near future, I would like to try to come to your classroom also and teach that chapter to you with the permission of your beloved principal. So the question of sexual education necessary in school, why it is needed in the current environment is always a debatable one. But now the debate is settling. People are aware that sex education is a part of the general education. The facts are different, as many studies have shown that sex education in schools would help students to lead healthier life. So why we are introducing this subject to your classes is so that you will lead healthier life, healthier physical life, healthier mental life, and healthier sexual life. Next one, please. Of various questions arising around sexual education, there are no doubts that sexual education in schools, it will help young people gain a better understanding. So you understand your body better when we educate you in this part. Importance of sex education in school and assess in sex education necessary in schools, why it should be made an important part of the school curriculum. So that is the main aim of this today's talk. Next one, please. So what is sex education? Sex education teaches students about the sex and sexuality and gives awareness to students regarding maintaining their sexual health. We are not going to teach you how to do the sex, absolutely not necessary. This is not the age also. When you marry, you know by yourselves, but how to keep sexually healthy is the one which is the burning question of the teenagers. That is exactly what we are going to help, and also we will remove some of the taboos we have regarding menstrual cycle, regarding masturbation, regarding the sex organs. There are so many taboos, and most of these myths and taboos are known to be false. Scientifically, they have been disproved as taboos and myths. So what exactly we are going to do is we remove those taboos in you, so that in the due course, in the days to come, when we have second session, third session, we will try to remove those all myths. Comprehensive sex education covers the topics like human development, reproductive health, understanding the gender, sexual behavior, and safety. It allows students to remain more informed and aware about their health, especially biological health, mental health, physical health, social health, economical health, as well as sexual health. Next one, please. So I am going to tell you 10 benefits of sex education. Of course, there may be some pitfalls in the education, but what we are doing is a positive role, a positive thinking, and know the benefits of sex education. Next one. Helps in breaking the taboos, ensures safety, promotes imparting reliable information, eradicating gender discrimination, promotes awareness of sexual health, reduces risk of teenage pregnancy, encourages healthy relationship, prevents spread of sexually transmitted infections, builds confidence and self-esteem, and reduces gender-based violence. So these are the benefits. I am going to tell you one by one. Next one, please. The first one, helps in breaking the taboos. We have so many taboos regarding the menstrual cycle, regarding masturbation, regarding the reproduction, regarding the sex organs, regarding penis, regarding vagina, what is the breast. So we have so many questions on these. All these questions will be answered scientifically. It is reproductive health. What is applicable to all the animals is equally applicable to human beings also. That is exactly what we want to remove the taboos from you by giving you sex education. Next one, please. So there are so many myths, and these myths will have negative impact. For example, menstrual cycle. Everybody thinks, most of the religious people think that, oh, during menstrual cycle you should not touch, you should not go inside the kitchen, you should not go inside the puja house, you should not touch utensils, you should not touch others. So every day when you have menstrual cycle, only after the bath you should touch others. So these are the things. You are lucky nowadays. Olden days they used to make the girl sit outside the house during the menstrual cycle. So these are myths. Menstrual cycle is nothing but a totally a normal biological event of a girl. Absolutely, it is not any myth about it. It is not an untouchable thing. It is not nasty. It is not unhygienic. Menstrual cycle is pure blood, as pure as your own blood. Absolutely nothing to worry about it. So these taboos and myths will be removed by the education. Second one, health ensures safety. Sex education ensures the safety of students as it raises awareness about how can they keep themselves safe from sexual exploitation, sexual abuse, or any kinds of such dangers. Recently, I heard a news from our own colleagues. To be frank with you, can I tell you, madam? Madam told me that in Gulbarga, a girl, a teenager, gave rise to birth of a child in a toilet. Am I correct, madam?
Yes.
So, no, I didn't read. She told me. So, what a shame on the part of our sexual education system, our own system, our own society. She was not even diagnosed that she was pregnant till she delivered the child. This is very, very awesome and very condemnable event. Such an event should never occur in India again, and the sex education will definitely keep all such things away. So it ensures the safety. Once you know that by introducing the penis to your vagina, you are going to become pregnant, you will stop it. You will not do it because you know that you will end up in problem if you become pregnant. Especially teenage pregnancy is a dangerous one. Next one, please. So safety with implementation of sex education will be able to combat them. So you will resist such exploitations. Hence, importance of sex education in schools is associated with safeguarding the children against the evils of technology in today's world, because you are exposed to the media, you are exposed to the internet, you are exposed to the WhatsApp group, you are exposed to the YouTube, where you get so many messages and images that may harm you and your body. So by knowing the sex education, you are going to be keep that such nasty things away and keep yourself fit and sexually not exploited. Next one. So next one, importing reliable information. In a technologically advanced world, students can access any kind of information from the internet. However, it is not necessary that information that they stumble upon the internet would be reliable or accurate. The misinformation may receive can lead them to make wrong decisions in their life. So, don't think that whatever you see in the internet, whatever you read in the Google, and whatever you read in, you get images and other things from your YouTube are 100% correct and accurate. Most of them, they might have been put by non-ethical people, non-professional people. So you should identify who has written that article or who is telling that whatever the news or anything is. Is it reliable? Is it scientific? Is it truth? The 4-way test which the Rotary Club has put, you just read it. If you see something wrong, you just question yourself. Am I seeing the right thing? Is it right to see that? Is it good for me? Is it a reliable information? Is the source of information who is giving? Is an authentic person? Is an ethical person? So these are the questions you should put yourself before believing what you are saying. Next one. Next one is the information. With the introduction of sex education in schools, they will be able to acquire knowledge from the experts, and they would be able to incorporate the guidelines produced by the experts into them. Can you close that window? Is it possible? Like Dr. Suresh Rudrappa is here. He is the president of Karnataka chapter of the Sexual Education Society of India. He is the vice president also of the Indian Society of Sexual Education. So such persons, renowned persons, who are authoritative in this field, will give you the education. And Dr. J.B. Kiran, who is going to speak today, he is practicing sexual medicine from past 20 years. And every week he gives in the YouTube very week new topic on the sexual health awareness program. So making the teenagers, adolescents to know their sex organs and the limitations of use of their sex organs. So from authoritative sources, this school, these youth students will be getting, and such classes will be arranged in near future. Next one. So eradicating gender discrimination. Due to social influences, young students tend to develop prejudiced minds towards people belonging to a particular gender. Especially, gender discrimination is very common in our country. Unfortunately, we look upon the gender at a lower profile. This is very wrong. I request all the boys who are here to look upon your colleagues, your girl colleagues, with equal dignity, respect, if not equal, more respect and more dignity towards them, and protect them from the evils. That gender discrimination will be eliminated once you are exposed to the sex education. Next one. Sex education would empower students to stand up for gender equality and follow a lifestyle that fosters gender equality in our society. So many discriminations we see every day, including your own houses. How your father treats your mother, how your mother will be always doing the work and father comes and scolds her. Not in all the families, at least in few families. Such discrimination should be eliminated, and the sex education puts one step forwards to teach you so that you girls stand up to your merits and stand up on your legs and protest against any discrimination of any nature anywhere in your lifetime. Next one. Promotes awareness of sexual health. One of the primary goals of sexual health is to provide students with a thorough understanding of their sexual and reproductive health. So we'll teach you what sex organs are, what are they meant for, how you produce the children. All those will be taught. Of course, it's part of your school syllabus also. That will be dealt by the experts so that you will have a better knowledge about them. Next one. Sexual health, sexual education covers vital topics: the puberty, menstruation, contraception, sexually transmitted infections, ensuring students to understand how to maintain their sexual health being. So this is the age wherein you will be made to know what contraceptives are there available to prevent the unwanted pregnancy. What are the common sexually transmitted infections that you can get easily by sexual exposure to the opposite gender? So all these will be taught to you. Young girls learn how to manage their menstrual cycles confidently, while boys are educated on their physical development and emotional changes, what masturbation is it good or bad, has to be done or not, what will happen if you do. So those things, 100 questions which will be there in your mind, they will be solved by sex education. Next one. Comprehensive sex education equips students to recognize and address health issues early, such as symptoms of infections, irregularities, promoting proactive healthcare habits. So if a girl has got irregular cycles, she doesn't know to whom to ask, and sex education allows her and empowers her to know why it has become irregular and to whom to contact. If she doesn't know whom to contact, she will end up in problem. Same thing with anybody, any boy or girl. If you get some infection, what to do? If you hide that infection spreads so quickly. So one day it may take your total body also. So before that, spread of the infection, you should identify what are the signs and symptoms of the infection and get proper treatment. So sex education empowers you to take decisions regarding that. Next one. So sixth point, reduces risk of teenage pregnancy. Just now I told you, the people who don't know what sex is, if they are exposed to such a sexual activity, they will end up in problems. They will end up in pregnancy. Especially teenage pregnancy is the most dangerous pregnancy because the uterus is not fully developed to take the fetus, to take the child. She herself is a child. How can she take up another child on her lap? So these million-dollar questions will be answered by sex education. Next one. So teenage pregnancy, when students understand the consequences of unprotected sex, such as unintended pregnancies, they are more likely to adopt. Such an event can land up you in problem. Definitely will 100% avoid all such incidences. Next one. Sexual education empowers young people to delay their sexual activity until they feel emotionally and physically prepared. So the main aim of sexual education is to tell you that, see, these are the consequences of premature sexual activity. You will be exposed to sexually transmitted diseases. The girl may land up in problem by becoming pregnant. And if she becomes pregnant, you know what all the things will happen, what all the social evils she will face later on in her life. And so many things have happened, including the death of that girl, death of that child also. So worst things are going to happen if you behave irresponsibly. Next one. So seventh, encourages healthy relationship. Sex education teaches students the importance of respect, consent and understanding the relationship. Interrelationship is most important. You must mix very well, yes, fine, but there are boundaries. There are limitations of mixing each other. Mixing with the opposite gender should be with equal dignity, respect and a line of boundary. Such a relationship will last very long. Otherwise, it will end up in problem. Students develop the tools to build connections based on the trust and equality. Next. So, prevention of sexual transmitted disease. Dr. J.B. Kiran is going to tell more about this. I will not touch more upon that, about sexual hygiene and infections. So, knowledge is the first step towards prevention. If you know that you are going to get HIV, and if you know that there is no treatment for HIV, then you will prevent it. You will not take risk at all. But if you know that there is HIV, and if there is treatment for HIV, and if you know how to prevent the HIV, then you take further steps in the sexual activity. So there are certain sexually transmitted infections which cannot be cured, just like cancer. So there is no answer for that. So such infections can be prevented, not treated. So how to prevent transmission of sexually transmitted infections? The answer is sex education. Once you are educated, you will definitely not get exposed to such inadvertent exposure of HIV. Next one. So sexually transmitted infections, when students understand the risk of unprotected sexual activity and the benefits of safe practices such as using condoms or abstaining from sex, they are more likely to make informed choices. Next one. So ninth, builds confidence and self-esteem. The main aim of sex education is to build confidence in you, self-esteem in you, the dignity, the decorum in your body, and the right to take decision at the right time, and right to reject the things at the wrong times. That empowerment will come by sex education. Adolescence is a period of significant physical and emotional changes. And without proper guidance, students can feel confused, insecure, or even ashamed of their development. So, if you don't know the biological changes which are occurring in you, if you don't know that they are 100% normal biological event, you may think that, what's happening in me? Why the breasts are developing? Why the pubic hairs are coming? Why my armpits are getting hairs? Why my chest is getting hairs? So all these doubts will occur. Is something going wrong? And the first day when you get the menstrual cycle, you will be annoyed, you will be shocked because you don't know what menstrual cycle is. You will run to your mummy and say, "Mummy, I am bleeding," because you don't know what menstrual cycle is. Next one. Self-esteem. By providing accurate and age-appropriate information, sex education helps to normalize these changes and assures students that they are a natural part of growth. So once you know these changes during the adolescent period, you will love your body, you will respect your body, and you will respect the opposite gender also equally. Next one. Knowing how to handle peer pressure and make informed choices and boost the self-esteem. Students gain the confidence to set boundaries and advocate for themselves in challenging situations, laying the groundwork for self-respect and resilience throughout their life. Next one, please. So the last one, reduces gender-based violence. Sex education plays a pivotal role in addressing and reducing gender-based violence by promoting values such as consent, respect, and equality. Next. Sex education challenges harmful and cultural reforms that perpetuate violence and discrimination based on the gender. Especially in our society, in Indian society, there is so much discrimination towards the fair gender. That gender discrimination gives rise to violence later on in the life and may result in so many consequences, both physical, emotional, and economical consequences of this gender discrimination. Such violence can be prevented by adequately educating the younger generation. Next one. So friends, I am coming to the tail end of today's talk. Sex education is more than just a curriculum requirement. It is a life skill that equips students with the knowledge of tools and navigate the complexities of growth, relationship, and decision making. By promoting awareness of sexual health, fostering respect for the boundaries, and reducing risks such as teenage pregnancy, sexually transmitted infections, sex education ensures that students are better prepared to face the challenges of adolescence and become a responsible adult, a responsible parent, a responsible father or a mother, and a citizen later on in your life. Next one. Beyond the individual benefits, its positive impact ripples through families, schools, and communities, creating a safer and more informed society. The ultimate aim of WHO is to build a healthier society in this world. And India is a part of that world. Karnataka is a sub-part of that world. And Mysore is a tiny part of that. And we are all going to be responsible citizens by adopting these skills. Providing students with this essential education is not just an investment in their future, but also a step towards fostering healthier generations. In a world of full misinformation, comprehensive sex education stands as a pillar of truth, empowering young minds to make informed choices and lead a better, fulfilling life. Next one, please. From where this picture has been taken? Yes? Any one of you are there in that picture? No, it was taken, I think, Last year only. You must be there. Some of you must be there.
Year before last
Yeah.
year.
I'm very happy, delighted to be with you. I always love to spend more and more time with you. And just 2 days back, I spoke with your administrators and the principal and the staff and requested our society, that is Council for Sex Education and Parenthood International, to give us an opportunity to address you people on this important day, that is World Sexual Health Day, 4th September 2025. And they were very happy to accommodate us. I sincerely thank them, and also I requested them to give us an opportunity to teach these topics in your classroom when those topics come. Graciously they have agreed to do so. So in the near future, one of us will come to your class and teach what is given in your syllabus, not out of syllabus, what is given in your syllabus, the same topic what has been printed in your textbook, that will be taught by the experts. So thank you for your attention. Any questions, we'll clear the doubts in the end after Dr. J.B. Kiran speaks. Thank you. Thank you.